Alright, good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. So, my title is basically about how to be authentic and organized. So, as always, I'm going to try to be try to make it simple as possible. So, in the world, a lot of people are trying to understand, how can I be authentic? How can I be my silly, crazy self, or my nonchalant self, or my shy self, or my strong self or soft self? We have so many different personalities. The thing in the world is, how can I be myself, who I am at home, in my comfort zone or around my friends and family, and then when I go out into the world, how can the world accept that? It's just, the thing about this is, look at life as customer service. Okay, everybody know what customer service is. Everybody want to be able to get that 5-star customer service wherever they go. I don't care if it's at the dollar store or at one of these high-ranking stores. Okay, everybody want great customer service. You are the product. Okay, you are the product. The world is the customers. One sense, you're selling yourself to the world. Excuse me. The other sense is they're selling themselves to you. It goes both ways at all time. I'm going to just say it like this. In the world, people got to the point y'all start selling yourselves to the point that you felt like you had to have special brands, special hairstyles, females, with the faces, body parts and all of that. So you felt like if you sell yourself and represent yourself as like these products, then people want to buy. However that may go. Buy as be your friend, buy as want to marry you, men or women, or whatever your preference is. Buy as in a company, buy as in, just being a part of someone's life. People, place, or things. Let's put it like that. People, place, or things. But the problem is we focus so much on the product that we didn't realize there's nothing inside the store. If there's nothing inside the store, then that product is only a mannequin. It's just a stiff. It just stays there. So even though people can come up to you and you know how like people with a cast, back in the day, people write their names and write whatever they want. That's kind of how it is. It's like you a mannequin. And people could come up like a cast and write whatever they want on you. They'll tell you what you are, tell you how they feel, and this and that. And all of these things are on you. But the thing about it is, you got all this writing all over you, but you end up keep changing your clothes to cover it up. Because there's nothing on the inside, because you only focusing on the outside. Even mannequins have different shapes and sizes. So, excuse me, that like a cast, you could take a cast off and you could put a cast on. So that cast or that mold is not fitting the customers that you want in your store. So you change your mold up to something else, and then they do the same thing all over again. And you keep wondering why every time you turn around, you have nothing but people that's window shopping. They come around you for a certain amount of time. They see you, they look at you, and they be like, I might come back and get you later. I might come back and do business with you later. I might decide to hang out with you later. And you start realizing that, okay, why is it that no matter what I change, y'all say that the seasons change. You know how when the seasons change and how the clothing and everything change? It's like you change with the seasons, and then you wondering why, okay, it's cold outside. Look at me. I got this long jacket on, this trench coat, or I got this blazer on, or whatever. And why is it that people don't want to they don't want my clothing. They don't want my style. They don't want what I'm showing. Because you're not being authentic. Okay? You're changed whenever everything else changed. Now, in one sense, you're organized. So, as a mannequin in a store is right where it need to be, the way it need to be. Okay, so when you go in a store, how many times y'all see when, if you go to a frequent store, they change the mannequins around, they place everything, and it's always doing exactly what it need to do when it need to do it, right? It's a mannequin, because all it cares about the outside, right? All right, so let me break it down again. When it comes to y'all jobs, and y'all out here in the world, and you working, I don't care if you at a bank, I don't care if you at a restaurant, I don't care if you at a grocery store, I don't care if you at a clothing store, car dealership, I don't care what type of location you're at, you're going to have to be that mannequin. You got to remember, and I want you to understand, I'm not saying be a stiff, but whatever that company tell you to do, that's what you're supposed to do, okay? You represent as that company. If they tell you that you wear a certain outfit, that's what you wear. If they tell you that they looking for a specific personality, that's what you are. If they say that you have to do specific jobs, that's what you do. Because we're only focusing on the outside right now. Now, when it comes to being authentic, that's the inside. That's your personality. You know, that's the thing. So think of how some mannequins they got now in certain places around the world, they can move to look a little bit more realistic. All right, that's your authenticity. So your mannerisms, that's being yourself. You have to represent the company like you're supposed to, but then you can allow yourself to be a little bit of yourself. Being some of yourself is like the way you present yourself, being authentic, smiling and laughing and communicating. But you also got to remember, you are a product. When you're inside of a company, you're the product as well. So say for example, I'm not even going to use no titles and names. I'm going to just put it like this. When you, whatever your job is, picture your job. I don't care if you're around people, picture your job. People coming in for a product or they coming for a service, right? People will walk out of a company and not buy the actual product or service if you're not doing what you're supposed to as a job. Okay? If you're not doing what you're supposed to as a job, you can lose business. So let's pretend that business, the outside of that business, when you walk into that building, pretend that is the mannequin. And you're on the inside of that mannequin. You're the authenticity. Okay? So, no different than when you see a mannequin. You see the outside mannequin outside of a store. It got the name, what the bricks or how it's created. Right? A person acknowledge that, but when they walk into the store, now they get to see the truth of the store. Do I really want to deal with this product? The outside look good. The ambiance looks good. Now I'm getting to go on the inside of it, and I want to know if I really want to take this product home. Okay? Now, you on the inside. You're the authenticity of the company. All right? Everyone in the company and the inside of that building represents the product that is on the outside that everybody wants to come in to buy. All right? So, all of y'all personalities together can determine if a person actually want to deal with you for the long haul or not. All right? Stay with me. I'm going to break it down again. So, if I come up to the register if I come up to you and I say, excuse me, you okay, babe? Go ahead. If I sit back and say, excuse me, do you have this where's this item at? I'm looking for this specific item. Do you know where it's at? If you look at it, give me a second, my son. If I'm asking about a specific item, the way you operate, the way you handle that situation, either you say, yes, I can show you, or yes, it's on aisle such and such, this row, I can deal with that. If you, and all of that, and this goes for all races, okay, if your demeanor and your your authenticity on the inside, your spirit shows on the outside as you don't want to be bothered, then guess what? No one will want to buy that product. People are going to walk away. All right? You want to provide a service that everyone will want to come into whenever they come in, because people buy specific products for a reason. So that goes back to yourself. You can be yourself, right? And represent for yourself. But you also have to remember that when a person comes to you, it's up to you to be able to give the right customer service experience so that they will want to come back and communicate with you again. Now, to the people that sit back and say, I don't want to bother with anybody, I don't need nobody, this and that, that's cool. I got that. But you're not going to be in that personality and that attitude your entire life. Everyone says that when they're going through something. Everyone says that when they feel like the world is against them. Okay? They just don't want to be bothered. But you still show respect. You still give people the quality that you want wherever you go at. Wherever you go, you want to give people the right quality of service. Say, for example, you're having that moment, right? And you don't want to be bothered and you having an attitude or whatever. Now, walk into a store and someone give you that same attitude back. Are you going to smile at them and be like, thank you? Or are you going to snap and be mad? They're going to add more frustration to your day than what you had already. But see, you're saying you don't care. Well, if that's the case, then when you walk out, have that same personality then. And when they treat you with the same same respect that you give yourself, you can't get mad at it. You can't get mad. You have to accept it. But see, that's the problem. See, people always say, oh, keep it real, keep it real, keep it 100. And then when someone give you the 100% that you've been reeling out there, then you're mad, then you're upset. Okay? Y'all have to realize we all have different personalities and traits. All right? There's a time and place for everything. It's like a person that, I'm going to just say it like this. If I'm walking into a place, I shouldn't hear about y'all conversation about what you did last night, this and that. Now, that's how I feel when I walk into certain places, but I get it. I understand when you just in a conversation, you having a good time, you getting time by. Read the room. Read the room. Okay? Some customers love to hear those conversations. Some customers are cool with that type of stuff. But read the room. Okay? Read the room. I know you're saying, but that's being fake. That's being fake. I'm going to tell you this right now. It's not being fake. It's just knowing how to handle stuff. It's like this. It's like a substitution. When you go to the store, you want one item, but they don't have it, so you got to substitute it for the time being. It's still it does the same thing like like the other item. It's a substitution, and you're still being yourself, but you just knowing like, hey, I gotta be mindful. So, I'm trying to break it down again, because I feel like people are getting confused. I can feel confusion. All right. Myself. Let me throw one on me. Y'all see how I communicate and how I talk, right? I'm the same way in all my videos for the most part. My personality switches up. When it comes to these people that be hateful and mean to me, do y'all see me acting like a plump fool? Y'all see me acting out on them because they want to be away to me? I'm still being my authentic self. I'm still providing the same services to y'all as I would have done them. I'm not going to switch up my personality because someone don't like me. And that's the issue that a lot of people have. Oh, a person don't like you. Oh, now I need to let them know that I don't like them too. I don't have to be all of that. I don't have to do all of that. Okay, I'm going to still treat a person with the utmost respect. No different in my situation. I still treat people with respect. I just don't say as much, but I still show the same respect. I still provide the same customer service experience that I want somebody to provide to me. Now, when I'm doing my own thing, yeah, I can hi, this and that. When I'm around the people that I want to be around, if I had people to be around. But I'm just saying, when I communicate and laugh up here with y'all, I'm being myself. When they come around, I'm still being myself. We all have different personalities, okay? Multiple personalities. You, like, say with my hand, yeah. Say each one is a different personality, right? Just because I don't use two of them for 5 minutes doesn't mean I ain't being real. Just because I only use one of them don't mean that I'm not being real. I'm still being real. Either if I'm using one or all 5, I'm still being real. I just know there's a time and place for everything. When y'all get to the point of realizing all of y'all have manners, everybody know what manners look like. You do, right? Right. Okay. So give that type of moral respect to people. It's like back in the day when like the older crowds, probably like the people that's in like their 50s and up, they had a way of communicating with customers and people. Everybody would smile. They'll be polite. They ask you how your day was. They'll communicate with you. They open doors. They do all they. When you go in the bank, people will smile. Everybody's like, "Hey, how you doing? Have a good day." This and that. Just because I smile at you and whatnot doesn't mean I'm being fake. I'm just giving you the customer service that I would want when you walk through my door. That's it. Last time I checked, I was allowed to smile. And maybe what if at that moment I wasn't happy, right? What if I'm not happy at that moment? But at the same time you walked in, I still put my feelings to the side. And remember, I know what it does feel like to smile and still smile at you. That's what I'm trying to say. You're not being fake when you do that. Now, when you get around your friends and your family and them and you doing it, then you're being fake. But when you out here, you're doing customer service, I don't care where you at in the world, show people respect. It's like, what is it? It's precision. It's like the military. Not the military now, no offense, but back in the day, or is it the Japanese or Korean, Vietnam? It's the Korean army. I think that's what it is. I saw a video that Ye had the other day, and how they was so precision. I think that's the word. Where they all work together, they move together, they change together. It's like synchronized swimming. Same thing. Move together, do whatever. It's a service. Provide the right customer service. If you're a type of person that has an attitude and you know that you cannot control your attitude, find a job that allows you to be away from people until you know how to be around people. Okay? If you're a type of person that has a bubbly personality, then be in the customer service field. Be in a field that matches your personality. Okay, so you don't have to feel like you're being fake. That's no different than doctors and nurses. I've seen a lot of nurses and doctors that don't have that bubbly. Like, I'm like this. If I'm sick, I know that I don't want to be able to be seeing somebody smiling the whole time. Because it's like, if I'm in pain and you just, hey. I understand. Sometimes it's like, calm down just a little bit, okay? But at the same time, that energy can uplift me at the same time. But if you over here, I got these 12 hours and now I got to do a double. Do you know you killing me softly? You know that, right? If I'm at a hospital and you over here complaining, you're making me feel like, daggone, why the heck I'm here? You understand? Be mindful of the company you keep. Be mindful of the people you're around. Nobody can tell you to pick that job. You picked it. So if you tired or if you had a fight at home or something, don't bring that crap to work. You better pretend if you have to. And I know again, it's not being fake when you have to. When you at a company, you represent that company. You are the product in that company. And if they lose service, you ain't got a job. You know that, right? If they're not getting customers, you don't have a job. Then what? Everybody got to work together. It's teamwork. All right? It's teamwork. So leave the drama at home. Don't bring that to work. But I'm not being myself and I got it. Listen, that goes for anyone in the world. If this was your company and you was holding control of it, how would you feel if the personality you had, right, all your employees was like that? No. Somebody said it would be lit. I bet you would be a big hot mess, be on fire. Now, don't get me wrong. Certain places might be cool depending on what type of company you have. But you have to realize, if you ain't being successful in your company, guess what? Then you might need to check your authenticity. On that note, y'all have a blessed day.